Hello, Laura Weigel here, and I want to talk to you today about this Mercury retrograde that we are in and that we go through several times during the year. And this one is started July 25th and it goes to August 18th. And I have some crystal recommendations for you to help you during this Mercury retrograde. I know sometimes Mercury retrograde gets a bad rap. And Mercury is the planet ruling communication. And so when it's in retrograde, it looks to us like it's going backwards in its rotation. And that can cause some communication problems. Now, I'm not an astrologer. I've just been following it and fascinated by it for many, many, many years, actually probably since high school. And just following those cycles. For me, what I find helps is I go back and revisit and kind of slow down, which helps me have a lot of really new ideas. So it's a really good time to pay attention to your dreams and to journal and to just slow down a little bit, especially when you know what to expect. It doesn't really throw us off so much. Okay, so I have some great crystal recommendations. I have 8 of them today for Mercury retrograde. And I want to start with our throat chakra, our throat center. Since Mercury is our ruling planet of communication, a lot of times when Mercury goes retrograde, we will find that we're having difficulties communicating, being heard, listening to others. Arguments may arise, and we just have this difficult time communicating. So I'm going to recommend 3 stones for communication. And the first one is Aquamarine. This is one of my favorite pieces. I've had it forever. Aquamarine is definitely hard enough that it can go in your water as an elixir, so you can drink in the energy. You can put it in your bath. You can sleep with aquamarine because it's also very calming. Even though it's the stone of courage, communication, it's also very calming stone. All of our throat chakra, our communication stones are very calming and help to remind us to breathe, right? And so you can wear it too. I have a little piece on today of aquamarine, and I made it nice and short so it sits right at my throat center. And in the back by the clasp, I put in 2 more crystals that are also some of my recommendations actually. They're Labradorite. Okay, so aquamarine is one of my throat chakra recommendations for you. Another one I did not bring in a stone form, but I have it in a bracelet, and this is angelite. So angelite, again, it's very soft. It helps with communication. But what I like about angelite is it really helps us to communicate with our higher self, our angels, our intuition. So this is a great stone to use when you are reflecting, when you're meditating, doing some dream work. This is a great stone for that type of communication. Now, this is a soft stone, so this stone you won't want to get wet. So I really recommend wearing this stone, or if you have it in a nugget piece, placing it in your pocket, but keeping it close in your energy. And by the way, these stones would also be excellent to use if you wanted to make yourself a Mercury retrograde grid, which maybe I will post a picture of one as well. And then my third recommendation for the throat center and for communication during this time would be blue lace agate. And again, this one is just very calming. And so this one helps you to communicate more clearly and more calmly. It helps when tempers arise, which a lot of people, and I've been reading, believe in this particular Mercury retrograde being in Leo. It has a fiery temper to it. So I'm recommending this blue lace agate to really keep us calm. And with our throat center, it also helps with listening, right? So reminding ourselves to take a step back and just to listen. Okay, so those are my communication, my throat center, my throat chakra recommendations for Mercury retrograde. Next, I want to recommend some root chakra, some grounding stones during this Mercury retrograde, because a lot of times we can get very much in our head and in our thoughts when things are thrown off. And so we really want to stay grounded and in the present moment and centered to make the best clear decisions that we can and to communicate the best way that we can. So my number one recommendation for you for the root chakra would be this Smoky Quartz. This is a raw Smoky Quartz, and I absolutely love Smoky Quartz. It's grounding. It helps to transmute negative or unwanted energy. And it's also believed to really help us to get into those deep meditative states and to keep us protected while we're in those states. So this is Smoky Quartz, and I am wearing one too because I am all loaded up with my Mercury retrograde crystals right now. Next is Shungite. Okay, this comes from Russia. Shungite is an amazing stone. I encourage you to just read about it. It filters, it cleanses you. It not only helps keep you grounded, but it's very purifying, and it's an activation of truth, which can get very misconstrued during this time of Mercury retrograde when communication is more haywire, right? So this is a great stone. Now, Shungite is soft, but it still can be placed in water. They even make water filters out of Shungite. So I encourage you, you can put this in your water as an elixir. You can put this in your bathtub to help cleanse you. Carry it with you, wear it in jewelry form, whatever you want. I do have many pieces of the Shungite, so if you are interested, let me know. You would have to reach out directly to me because I don't have them on my website yet. But anyway, so this is what Shungite looks like, and I really love it. It's one of my favorite stones to work with right now. Lastly is black tourmaline. Black tourmaline is also a protection stone. It rids you of that unwanted negative thought patterns. And it's heavy, so as soon as you pick up a piece of black tourmaline, it instantly grounds you. It's great to carry with you or to place in your hand. This is also soft, so I don't recommend putting this one in water. Black tourmaline is also really good to place by your electronics, okay? Because Mercury, when it's in retrograde, is known to disrupt electronics, cell phone use, our TVs, our computers. So I have one placed by my TV in my family room, by my computer here in my office, and I normally keep one also in my meditation space because sometimes it's really nice to ground afterwards. Okay, so those were my main 6, and I have 2 bonus ones for you, and it is selenite. This is a selenite wand that I have. If you guys have been following me, you know that selenite is just really my go-to stone right now. I absolutely love selenite. It is such a beautiful, light, pure energy, and it never needs to be cleansed. So if you're feeling sticky, if you just had communication with somebody that really threw your energy off, selenite is amazing to really cleanse your energy right now. I also actually just got a large shipment of these beautiful selenite bars. They can be used in crystal grids. You can carry these. Again, these are soft, so I don't recommend placing these in water. And what I like to do with selenite is, well, I love to activate my crystal grids with them, for one, but you can just cleanse your whole auric field with them. All that yucky energy that gets stuck to you when you're out in your day or at work, and when you come home, you can just totally run it over yourself as many times as you need to. Some people will say as they run it over them, they can kind of feel like a little stick where there's some stuck energy. But it's just a really light, high vibing stone that helps to connect you to spirit and also helps to amplify your consciousness. It's a crown chakra stone, so that connection to spirit. Okay, lastly, my recommendation is Labradorite. This one I think is really important during Mercury retrograde, right? Because it's about going back and revisiting things. And this stone is very reflective, literally and figuratively. I don't know if you can see in the light the different colors. So it really helps you to reflect. It's also protective. But what I love most about it is it helps to bring forth subconscious issues to the conscious to be transformed. So as you're reflecting, it'll bring you into those deeper states to know, oh, this is what I need to work on, or this is what's holding me back, so that you can transform that. And this is a way that you can use this energy of Mercury retrograde to really grow and to use it to your benefit rather than to be scared of it. And I also, I forgot to show you, I have a beautiful Labradorite bracelet on. And I also have a Selenite bracelet on. So if you're interested in wearing any of these, I will post my website and you can take a look at some of these different crystals. And now hopefully you have a better idea of maybe what you might be looking for during this time. And really, I hope that you have a deep and reflective Mercury retrograde. Tap into these energies. Use these for your higher self and just to grow and not really be scared of it. And I really encourage you to journal, do some dream work, meaning journal when you get up, because we normally forget our dreams and there's messages in those, and to meditate during this time. So if you have any feedback or any more questions, I would love to hear them. Namaste and crystal blessings to you.